Kia ora. Good morning. I've woken up to sunshine after some very heavy rain last night, so I thought I'd seize the moment to get out onto the deck and give you a nice expanding and uplifting practice to move your body into the day. So we'll begin by bringing your feet up to the front of the mat and just ground through the soles of the feet. Feel free to maybe shift the weight forwards and back, spreading the toes out, and then finding the center of your feet. Feel the weight evenly balanced through all four corners of your feet. And then bring your palms to the heart center, letting the thumbs lightly touch the sternum. And taking a few deep breaths into the heart space, connecting into your body with the breath. Slowing the body and mind down as you breathe deeply. You might like to sigh the breath out gently through the mouth. Tuning into your body, noticing sensations, any thoughts, emotions that might be there for you in this moment. Just noticing what is there without judgment. Feel a sense of elongating through the spine as you inhale, up through to the crown. And as you exhale, softening through the shoulders, down through the tailbone. Soften the knees a little bit and feel that grounding to the soles of the feet. On your next inhale, we're going to take the hands forwards and upwards. And then exhale, bending the knees, let the hands reach forward and then swing them down and behind you. Keep the knees a little bit soft as we flow back, so bring the arms forwards and upwards as you inhale. Spread the fingers out. Exhale, hug the belly in as you bend the knees, keep the arms back and up behind you. Let the neck be long, keep the knees soft. Inhale, sweeping up. Spread the fingers, open the heart. Feel free to lean back if you want. Hug the belly in, folding forward, swinging the arms. Just keep going at your own pace. Inhaling upwards and expanding, open the fingers. Exhaling, hug the belly in, bring the arms back. Keep the knees as soft as you need to make it comfortable for your body. And you may like to exhale out of the mouth as you come forward. Deep breath into the nose as you lift up. Keep going, and you might like to pick up the pace a little bit. Breathing into the lungs as you inhale up. Exhale it out of the mouth as you fold down. And then as you come up this time, bring the arms back down and into the heart space. Arms together, taking some deep breaths there. Just letting the body settle for a moment. Inhale, reaching upward. Look up to the sky. You might like to interlace your fingers, turning the palms upwards. And just a little lean over to one side. To ground through the left foot as you lean over to the right. And then inhaling, lengthening up through the spine. And exhale, leaning over to the left. So opening up the right side of the body. Do that one more time each side. Reaching up. And leaning over to the right. Ground through the left foot. Inhaling up. Leaning over to the left. Inhaling back up. As you exhale, take your hands behind you and interlace your fingers the other way. Open the chest, maybe taking the arms back. Open the front of the chest, the pectoral muscles, and then bending the knees, take the belly in as you fold over. So you can let your belly come to your thighs, or if you want a little bit more, feel free to straighten the legs out. Try to reach palms upwards. If it's too strong for you, you can just rest them on your lower back. Feel a sense of opening through the shoulders. Let the neck be long. One more deep breath here, in and out. Try to breath out if you want. Soften the knees, or if you want, you can keep them straight and just slowly lift upwards and then release in the arms. Yeah. Just give them a little swing from side to side. Knees are soft. Loosening off. Releasing the body. Let the arms rest by your side. Inhaling upwards. And then exhale to Utkatasana. Rest for a moment. Hug the belly in. Let the weight shift back to the heels. Reaching forward through to the fingers. Looking forward and down, keeping the back of the neck long. As you exhale, let the hands flow down to the floor. Straighten the legs, maybe lifting up onto the fingertips, creating a flat back. And then exhale, fold down. Taking your left leg back behind you, bring your knee gently to the floor, and then inhale. So easy option is to bring your hands to that front knee, or you can raise the arms upwards. If you'd like a little bit more, push down through your right big toe and foot, and slowly take the arms down, creating a twist. So easy option, right hand to your knee, left hand to your hip, and lower back. Or if you want more, you can take both arms out, or you can bring that left hand to the inside of the left thigh and reaching up with the right hand. So again, just go at your pace, find your challenge, your healthy challenge. And bringing your right hand down to the floor, and then your left, lifting your left knee off the floor. Maybe shifting the weight a little bit from side to side, opening into the groin, the hip flexors. If you want a little bit more, you can create a twist, raising your left arm up. If that's too strong, bring your right knee back to the floor. Taking that hand back, past your hip, and then down to the floor. Lifting your left knee off the floor, finding downward dog. Reaching up onto the balls of the feet. Bend both knees. Push away from your hands. Let your ribs come towards your thighs. And then from there, pushing the heels back. Doesn't matter if they don't reach the ground. It's feeling that stretch through the backs of the legs. As you inhale, come down onto your knees. And then exhale into child's pose. Big deep breath out. Inhaling, slide the hands back to the fronts of the knees and curling the spine, tucking the chin in, opening up the back of the spine. Inhaling as you reach forwards, lifting away from the heels, reaching up, spread the fingers out, and then turning the palms away as you bring your hands down onto your lower back around the tailbone. Easy camel pose, let the tailbone lengthen downwards. Lengthen up through the front of the thigh. Maybe lifting the head slightly. Try not to let it drop back. So keeping a sense of lifting and lengthening upwards. Deeply into the heart space. It's a beautiful uplifting pose. Good for depression when you're feeling a little bit low. Stimulates the kidneys as well. As you inhale, slowly lifting up, sweeping the arms up. And then exhale back down into child. Take a long, deep breath here. As you inhale, you can either keep low to the floor and pull yourself through your hands. If you get stuck, or if you think that's going to be too challenging, just bring the weight forwards from your hands and knees, and then slowly lower the hips down, and then the rest of the body. Bring your hands by your chest and then inhale. Lift into cobra. And exhale, coming down. Forehead rest. One more time. Inhaling, lifting up. At the elbows in, slide the shoulders back. From there, tuck your toes under, pushing up to downward dog. Maybe just walk the feet forwards a little bit. Again, reaching up to the toes, maybe bend the knees, expanding into the ribs, opening the lungs, deep breath here. As you exhale, pushing the heels away. Inhale the right leg upwards, looking forwards to your hand. Hug the belly in and swing the leg through as best you can, bringing it up to the front by your right hand. And then when you feel ready, bending that back knee, push off, bringing it forwards. Exhale, fold and down. Bend the knees as you sweep the hands forwards and up. In a big circle with the arms, moving them back to the heart space. Deep breath there and then out. As you inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, bend the knees. The hands come down. And then take your right leg back. Bring the knee gently to the floor. Turning the back foot over. Inhale, reaching the arms upwards. If that's too much for you, rest your hand on your front leg. If you want a little bit more, you can take your left hand to your knee and your right hand behind. You might want to slide your right hand down the inside of your right leg, maybe extending that left arm forward. Quite strong there on the kidney area, so just be aware of that. Opening and expanding, you might want to look up to that top hand if you want more. Breathe deeply into the chest here. Again, expanding the lungs, waking the body up. And then bringing the left hand down, the right hand to the front. Tuck your right toes under, lift the knee off the floor, pushing away into the heels. Holding it there, feel free to just shift the weight a little bit, maybe backwards and forwards, feeling your way into the hip flexors. If you'd like more, slide your left hand upwards. Raise the fingers out. If that's too much, then bring your right knee down to the floor. Bring your left hand back to the front of the mat, ground through the hands. Lift the hips up and take your left leg back to down dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You might like to swivel the heels from side to side or play around, always making that your practice if you intuitively feel that you'd like to move the body in a particular way. As you inhale, bring both knees to the floor, look forward, getting a little bit of cat and cow. Exhale, curl the spine, sitting back into child. Inhale, bring hands back to the front of the knees, curling the spine again. And then inhale, sit the hands forward and up. Moving into camel pose, Uttanasana. Your hands come behind the back, the tailbone area. If you think you'd like a little bit more this time, feel free to tuck the toes under. Try to keep a straight line through the front of the thighs. Lift the quads, front muscles in the thighs, leaning back. And then if you feel that you can reach the fingertips towards the heels, have a go. But again, just being mindful if you have lower back problems, take this one very carefully and maybe keep your hands on your back. If you want more, just keep opening up, pushing the hips forward, maybe looking up, keeping the neck long and light. If you inhale, lifting the head, and then the rest of the body follows. Sweeping the hands up, turn the feet over, slowly coming into child. Taking 3 long deep breaths here, just letting the lower back lengthen out. Feeling the effects of the pose, noticing sensations through your body. As you inhale, you can either lift up onto the hands and knees and then roll the hips to the floor first. Or if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, keep your chin and chest low, let the elbows come out wide as you slither through like a snake into the cobra pose. Hands by your chest, feet and pelvis pressing down to the floor, lifting the head and chest away as the elbows back. Keep the back of the neck long. It's very easy to tilt the head up, putting pressure on the neck. Just tucking the chin in a little bit. And the next exhale, slowly lower down. tuck the toes under and then make your way back into downward dog. Lifting up. Exhale, heels to the ground. Then bringing the left leg out behind you, look forwards to the hands. Hug the belly in, just swing the leg through as best you can. When you feel ready, pushing off the back foot, bring it forwards, hold to Uttanasana. Bending both knees, keep your knees in line with your toes as you sweep the hands forward, bring up. Creating a big circle with the arms, and then bringing them back to the heart. Take some resting breath there. Just sort of breathe it out of the mouth. As energy shifts, we can release it through the body with our breath. And there, just let your hands come down and we'll transition down to the floor. So begin just lifting the arms up again. Exhale as you fold forward. And then just taking the hands a little bit further in front of the body. You might like to do a little bit of a squat as you come down to the floor, or you can come down in your own way. And then taking your hands behind you, and we'll just take a few resting breaths here to finish off our practice. So you can either have your knees bent if your lower back is quite tight. Feel free to take the feet a little bit wider and then let the knees rest towards each other. That softens through the pelvis and tailbone. Feel that your tailbone is lengthened. Face through the shoulders, palms upwards. If you would like a little bit more of a stretch and opening, expansion, you can bring the soles of the feet together. You might like to put cushions underneath the outsides of your thighs to support them if you're quite tight here. If you'd like a little bit more expansion, then take the arms above. You can either create a cactus arm position or hold onto your elbows with your hands. Really feeling that opening through the ribs and the chest. Just allow the body to rest. Breathing deeply. So you can stay in that position if you prefer, or another option is to raise the knees back up and then slowly lengthen the legs out. So finding a pose where you can relax completely into it for a few moments. You might like to create a little mantra, one word to describe how you'd like to feel for the rest of the day. So as you breathe in, silently repeat, I am. And as you exhale, mentally repeating the word to describe how you'd like to feel for the rest of the day. Breathing in, I am. And breathing out, focus. Whatever word resonates for you, that is my word for the day. I am. Breathing in, exhaling, focus. As the body settles, you might like to just create slight adjustments to really deepen into your relaxation. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like, repeating your mantra, focusing on the breath, relaxing through your exhalation, energizing your body through your inhalation. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Stay there if you wish. I wish you a lovely day. Namaste.